Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and today I'm going to be telling you some updates and then also a project that I'm doing. First things first, I do want to say thank you to everybody that has commented or given me your support on my channel. It means the world to me. It has made me feel so good knowing that there are people that have gone through the same things that I have gone through. I'm not alone, and it's given me hope that what I'm going through, I'll be okay. As an update, I have received my first well check since I had my LEAP surgery done, and as some of you have guessed, it has come back no cancer, so that's wonderful. They took out all the cancer, and so far I haven't developed any abnormal cells. I do have another recheck on Valentine's Day, the day of love. I'll be getting some love. Second update, I did have a seasonal job. I've been unemployed since COVID hit, because I was let go due to COVID, and then I chose to stay and homeschool my son because he just kept going in and out of school, and that was just not helping him at all. And then so I decided to stay home and homeschool him for 2 years. This is his first year back at school, so now I'm able to, go out into the world and gain employment. Unfortunately, I think I'm coming off as the mom that's trying to go back into the world and gain employment because not a goddamn person wants me. And that, I will say, is a little bit of an ego hit. But on the note of me having a seasonal employment at a warehouse job, that was interesting. And they let everybody go before Christmas, and that was poopy. But I stopped taking my medication appropriately. My Keppra, levetiracetam, I started taking once a day, if that. And then so I ended 2022 with 7 focal seizures, and that was scary. So then I was like, shit, medicine. And then I took a nap, and that was okay. I felt fine afterwards. My family helped monitor me. I did feel like shit afterwards. Like, I had a big headache. I just felt drained. So far I've been feeling fine. I've been taking my medication appropriately, but I'm at the stage again where it is making me tired. So I literally did just wake up from a nap. It's like 1 o'clock right now. So there's my 2 updates so far. Hopefully I'll find a job. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to do house things. Today is the day I'm going to throw a second coat of paint on the walls and the ceiling. How I tackled this room and how I'll tackle the next room is the wall over there. There's a pole on the floor. The wall over there is new. This was a 10 by 10 room, and then we joined it with another 10 by 10 room when my daughter was alive. And that was because of her large bed and then all of her medical supplies. When my son then took over the space, he was terrified of how large the room was. So we had built back the wall, and it had just been drywall for maybe 4 years now, because I really push for those construction completions. I've been living in construction for like 18 years. Like, when I initially bought the house, I broke walls down. You can still see where the walls used to be because there's holes in the ceiling and the walls where the wall used to be. So we'll get there. I'll show a preview of my house. I guess I'll do it in this episode. You guys can see my before house. We've got my room, the extra room, the hallway, the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, the hell room, the real laundry room, and the actual laundry room because I'm Amish. And this is the before Devin room. Now this is Devin's room. There's cats. It's very minimal and Reggie. And I'm taking all the stuff out of his room. It's not a lot. I do have a window unit because my air conditioner died, so we've got a couple throughout the house. So, as we're in it now, I have textured the walls that require it. I start with peeling off all the crap and hole patching, and then I use the blade to knock down most of the patches. And I used all-purpose mud I thinned it out and I actually rolled it on, and that made it okay texture. Not perfect. I'm not the one to worry about perfectionism. It worked great for me. I am rambling a lot. Let's get started. So I took some of the all-purpose mud and I mixed it with about a cupful of water, and I'm just mixing that as much as I can. It kind of was like pancake batter, and then I used a fluffy roller and I just started rolling on the ceiling initially to see where that got me, and then I started onto the walls. I did all of the walls except for the brick because I didn't need to do the brick. Man, that looks like a wedgie. Probably was. And then I took a sanding thing and I sanded down all of the plaster. I only did one layer of plaster because I said fuck it. This definitely needed a mask because it looked like I had dumped cocaine all over my head and had a good time. And I was blowing out plaster for a while. And then Devin helped me clean up all of the plaster mess. And then we took a caulking gun and needed to smooth all of the corners and any of the cracks that I just couldn't get out. He was showing his babies from AFMAL that he got for Christmas. And I used my finger because I could not figure out how to not use my finger to smooth it and to place it on there because this sucked bad. Today I will be putting on another coat of paint. I've got a big ol' 5-gallon bucket of paint that I've had for a while. Then I opened my really old bucket of paint and it actually had a lot of dust on top, and blew that off. And then stirred it. You can kind of see that it had like yellow liquid on top, but mixing it made it work fine. And I'm just going to put it in a small container so I can do the edges first. So I'm doing the window and all of the corners of the walls and the bottom. I did not tape anything off except for the light and the actual outlets holes because I didn't want paint to get in those. But other than that, I'm just freehanding it, and you can tell it's freehanded. So I started again with the ceiling, and then I moved on to the walls. So I went with it, and I painted on, and now we're going to do another paint, and then that'll be the end of this video. And then here I am using the used stuff first. I had covered everything in plastic, and then I'm just stirring it and using what I have. And then I just started the second coat of the walls, and the second coat made a significant difference in the coverage and the texture, and it just turned out amazing. And I didn't realize it until I actually stuck the second coat on because I was going to say fuck it and just do one. I'm glad I did two, which is appropriate. You cannot even see the roller here or the paint, but it made such a good difference, and the door looks whiter. It's beautiful. 10 out of 10, super hate painting now, and there was little chunks that I had to keep taking off because I'm not a professional. But I wanted it done, and I got it done. I like the white walls. It looks like a brand new room. I'm not going to worry about baseboards or the floor right now because I have cement flooring throughout my entire house. I will do that at a later date. But for now, we can do the walls, and I'm gonna hang up some shelves and his bed, and then cleaner, nicer, less cluttery, and go through all of his toys. And here's the reveal. It just looks like sterile white walls, which is beautiful because it was this horrible off-tan. The brick looks amazing, the walls look amazing. See how white everything is. And I'll worry about the outlets in the next video. I'm not doing baseboards yet. But here's a zoom in. You can kind of see the texture. It's roll painted, and look, I could have totally filled in that hole, but I didn't. But yeah, 10 out of 10 happiness scale. It's still me. Okay, bye. I'm gonna sneeze.